Super Mario Bros. Movie is a fun, family-friendly adventure featuring Mario and Luigi, everyone's favorite plumbers as such. It also contains a few subtle details that only adults in the audience will notice. The movie has plenty of themes for older viewers to consider, including adult job responsibilities and emotional depths that kids can't quite understand. Don't get me wrong, the Super Mario Bros. Movie receives high marks from SVG and should appeal to the majority of viewers. It's just that it functions on a number of levels, giving the audience's adults additional things to consider. Even though the movie doesn't contain as many adult references as the Super Mario Bros. Video game series, nor does it provide viewers with any insight into Princess Peach and Mario's infamously tangled romance, there are still a few details that might surprise some adults. One of the Super Mario Bros. Movie Easter eggs that is the most difficult to find is in Mario and Luigi's plumbing company commercial. The rap they perform might sound familiar to die-hard Mario and Luigi fans. It takes cues directly from the Mario rap, which serves as the theme song from the 1989 animated television series Super Mario Bros. Super Show. The fact that Nintendo gaming does in fact exist for the Nintendo characters in Mario and Luigi's world is arguably one of the film's most absurd details. Nintendo video games and consoles appear frequently throughout the narrative, both in Brooklyn and the Mushroom Kingdom, raising the possibility that trade between the two locales has taken place. When a family dinner turns into a fight between Mario and his father, the red-hatted plumber storms off to his bedroom. There he relaxes by turning on his old NES and playing Kid Icarus. Toad, leading Mario through the Mushroom Kingdom, contains one of the game's best meta references to in-world gaming. Though it's a fleeting moment that's easy to miss, they walk past an antique shop as they pass through the crowded city center. Inside, the antique dealer can be heard telling someone to blow in it, a reference to the idea that blowing in it might occasionally be helpful if your NES game wasn't working. Princess Peach is no stranger to power-ups, as evidenced by the movie and numerous Mario games. However, devoted followers may have completed all of the mainline Mario games and may have noticed that the movie shows the ruler of the Mushroom Kingdom using a particular power-up staple for the first time. When Peach uses an ice flower to freeze her prospective husband, it abruptly ends the wedding scene between Bowser and Peach. Since the item has never appeared in games where the princess herself is a playable character, this is actually the first time that Peach has ever been seen boosting with an ice flower. So smash that like button. The outcome is pretty amazing to see, as Peach's wedding dress transforms into a chic icy dress. On the other hand, every other power-up, form, and outfit worn by Peach in the movie has a canonical counterpart in the games. Games like Super Mario 3D World feature Peach's Fire Flower ability and Fire Flower costume. Her wedding gown is similar to the one she wears in Super Mario Odyssey. Her biker outfit is based on her appearance in Mario Kart 8, and her baby self is based on Mario and Luigi Partners in Crime. Cool stuff. Luma Lee appears in the post-credit scene in the Super Mario Bros. Movie to close the film, saying, "Now that's a happy ending, or is it? Because everything's over now, and all that's left is you in the infinite void." When viewers believe they have experienced the last of Luma Lee's nihilism, he causes them to consider the pointlessness of their existence, creating a new sense of dread. It seems like the worst way to wrap up a movie in which Mario and Luigi have successful careers. The Mushroom Kingdom has been saved, and the good guys have defeated the bad guys. Fortunately, Luma Lee's character is a little more nuanced than simply inciting existential depression, as he continues by musing, "Kind of makes you want to play the saxophone," before launching into a boisterous performance of the Super Mario Bros. Theme song. Luma Lee solidifies his position as one of the best characters in the film with the help of his unpredictable personality and standout solo. The B in Bowser stands for Balladeer. The dragon-turtle hybrid is not only a conqueror, but also a performer. The chorus of Bowser's heartfelt song, "Peaches, Peaches, Peaches," aptly repeats to the accompaniment of a framed image of Princess Peach in a scene that will undoubtedly bring you close to tears. The Beast is in love, and he only wants to sing for his beloved to hear him. Everything about Bowser's serenade was funny and scream-inducing perfection. From Jack Black's amazing vibrato that carried every line to the aesthetic of an 80s music video that turned the scene into a work of art. Here's hoping Bowser's Peaches, Peaches, Peaches becomes available on Spotify soon. I, for one, will be streaming. Throughout the Super Mario Bros. Movie, quickly, it becomes apparent that Princess Peach doesn't know a lot about her past. She claims that her first memory of Mario involves traveling through a warp pipe as a baby, and she has lived in the Mushroom Kingdom ever since. There are many indications that Peach is not necessarily from Mario's world, despite the fact that she is a human, which begs the question of why she hasn't independently explored the pipes. Peach is obviously curious about where she really comes from. The fact that Mario and Luigi were able to enter the Mushroom Kingdom for the first time using a pipe in the Brooklyn sewer proves that getting between those two locations and others isn't too difficult. Characters are seen being able to use the same pipe from either direction, proving that the pipes are not one-way rides. All indications are that Peach has had full access to the answers to her questions about her past for the entire time, and it appears that she hasn't actually done any research. Despite being a small plot hole, it is still somewhat perplexing. This is one matter that should be covered if Peach's backstory is eventually examined in a future Super Mario Bros. Movie adventure. The Super Mario Bros. Movie has received criticism from some reviewers for being surprisingly violent for a children's film. For instance, Bowser appears to melt a Koopa's skin at one point, and Mario and Donkey Kong's initial altercation appears to be extremely painful for both of them. However, the two action scenes stand out because they involve characters who give their lives to try to kill Mario and his friends. The Koopa General loses his temper and transforms into the dreaded blue shell at the end of the lengthy Mario Kart chase scene on Rainbow Road, shooting straight for Mario and DK's cart and obliterating the track. The General disappears after this explosive act. It's safe to assume that the General didn't plan on recovering from his attack, given that Mario and Donkey Kong merely managed to avoid the fall and end up being sucked up by a giant eel. But the idea of Bomber Bill is even more horrifying from an existential standpoint. Bomber Bill is a sentient being who only exists to destroy himself and other people, and was launched by Bowser as a last-ditch attempt to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. Early games made it relatively simple to dismiss these characters as having a face painted on the side, but the Super Mario Bros. Movie explicitly depicts Bomber Bill reacting emotionally to Mario's interference before detonating a short while later. Younger viewers might not give the slapstick violence in a film a second thought, but older viewers might be troubled by the implications of both of these apparent character deaths. One of the most innocent running gags in the Super Mario Bros. Movie involves Mario's aversion to the mushrooms, which grows funnier every time he's forced to eat one. While he prepares to fight Bowser, Princess Peach introduces him to the idea of power-ups, some of which cause him to grow enormously and some of which cause him to shrink to the height of a few inches. Mario is forced to consume a lot of mushrooms, so it's surprising he doesn't eventually acquire a taste for them. Mario doesn't like mushrooms as food, but there is a catch to the running joke about mushrooms. Princess Peach's supply of mushrooms also uncannily resembles Mario's new friend Toad. The mushroom power-up is the darkest part of the film because, despite not being exactly cannibalistic, Toad and his kind are sentient, walking, talking beings, and every time he eats one, it feels like eating one of his friends. Fortunately, Toad doesn't seem to care and says that it's time for you to smash that subscribe button and notification bell. But in all seriousness, he actively urges Mario to consume mushrooms, making the situation even more bizarrely entertaining. We'll see you in the next video.